At dawn, the Virunga volcanoes rise out of the mist. Dark, ancient mountains, blanketed in dense tropical forest. Deep within this forest lives a troop of gorillas, and among their massive black bodies hides a tiny infant, Mwana, just 4 months old. She sits on her mother's belly, clinging to her fur with tiny black hands, and gazes at the world through enormous brown eyes. A downpour begins, and her mother covers Mwana with her body. Beneath those warm, sheltering arms, the baby feels not a single drop of rain. At the head of the troop walks Kubo, a giant silverback, 3 meters of raw power, the leader whose word is law in this forest. At night, the troop builds nests from branches and leaves, and Mwana falls asleep on her mother's chest to the quiet breathing of the sleeping forest. But at dawn, her mother doesn't wake. She lies motionless on the damp ground, and little Mwana touches her face with tiny hands, not understanding. Kubo gives the signal, and the troop moves off into the mist, leaving the infant alone beside her mother's body. Mwana scrambles after them, clumsily running on all fours, and grabs the leg of the nearest female. The female looks at Kubo, waiting for his signal, and when it doesn't come, she gently pries the infant loose and walks away. Mwana clings again to another female, but this one shoves her off harder, and the little one tumbles into the wet grass. Kubo turns, looms over her like a mountain of shadow, and lets out a deafening roar. The leaves tremble, and Mwana falls onto her back. The troop leaves with their leader, and Mwana is left alone in the empty clearing, watching them disappear into the mist. The downpour drives her beneath a tree, while 30 meters away, the troop hides under the neighboring canopy. So close, yet so unreachable. That night, the little one tries to build her first nest, but the broken branches fall apart, and she curls into a wet pile, shivering with cold. On the second day, sleepless and starving, Mwana drags herself onto numb legs and sees the troop has gone without her again. She follows them like a shadow, keeping her distance, and Kubo, glancing back, sees her, but doesn't stop. A young adolescent male approaches her and shoves her, almost playfully, and the little one falls, but gets up and stumbles after the troop once more. On the third day, the mist grows so thick that the forest disappears 5 steps away, and something moves in that white haze close beside Mwana. She freezes. From the mist, 2 yellow eyes stare at her, low to the ground, unblinking. A leopard. The predator lunges. Mwana shrieks and throws herself to the side, and claws pass within centimeters of her. Her scream tears through the forest. Kubo launches himself forward, beats his chest, and charges through the mist, 2 younger males following behind. In the last second, Kubo slams into the leopard like a battering ram. 300 kilograms of fury hurls the predator into the bushes, and it vanishes into the mist. Mwana reaches a trembling hand toward her rescuer, but Kubo gives her one long look and walks back to the troop. She is left alone, scratches on her shoulder under a new downpour. She lies there, breathing hard, then slowly rises. On the 4th day, Mwana finds food for the first time on her own, bitter bark and wet leaves, and eats greedily, right there in the rain. That night, she crawls into a hollow at the roots of a giant tree, and for the first time in 4 days, she stays dry, shivering just a little less. On the 5th morning, the little one steps out of her shelter, stretches, and walks off with confidence to find the troop. She's beginning to understand this forest. On the 6th day, Mwana follows the troop closer than ever before. Kubo glances back and no longer roars. He only watches. The youngest female in the troop, Asha, stops beside Mwana. She sits down, and she stays. For the first time, no one has chased her away. Asha shields the little one from the rain with her own body, and Mwana presses close, her eyes shut against the first warmth she's felt in 6 days. That night, they sleep side by side, and Kubo watches them from a distance for a long time, but says nothing. On the 7th day, a torrential downpour hits. The cold cuts to the bone, and Mwana starts coughing, once, then again. The little one weakens before their eyes. She walks slower and slower, falls, gets back up. Asha stands frozen beside her, helpless. Kubo stops. He sees Mwana on the ground and slowly walks over. She lifts a fading gaze to him and reaches out her tiny hand. And then the great leader lowers himself down beside her, covers her with his palm, shields her from the rain. For the first time in 8 days, she is safe. Finally warm, Mwana closes her eyes. The whole group silently gathers around her. Gorillas always do this when one of them is about to leave. Her brown eyes open one last time, look into Kubo's, and slowly close. The group stands motionless on the volcano slope under the downpour, and Kubo remains beside her through the night until morning. Dawn breaks over the Virunga Mountains, and the forest fills with silence.